What's up, guys? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. It is Eric here once again, taking another shot at Wrestling Jeopardy, trying for the perfect score. As always, I'll be keeping track of my score value-wise, so feel free to play along against me. Not sure what this one is all about. Sometimes these are themed and sometimes they're not. Most of the time, I don't really know until I press play. I've been getting a little bit further away from the perfect score the last couple of times, so let's try and inch back in the right direction on this one, and let's see what this one is all about. Before I get into it, make sure you hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content, and make sure you give Wrestle Trivia a sub as well. So, another shot at perfection. Let's do it.
Hello, wrestling fans. My name is Kevin
That
J. Callis.
sick.
And welcome to another episode
I
of
love that
Wrestling
Mr. Perfect
Jeopardy,
shirt. I need to
where
find one.
I want some answers.
You want an answer?
Yeah, I want an
I'll
answer
give
on
you
where
an
to find that shirt.
And with that, let's go to the board now and check out the categories you'll be
What do we got
quizzed on.
today?
Starting with wrestling talk shows,
Okay.
followed by the $1 Million Championship. Up next, you're not here to listen to me mumble.
Oh, boy.
Let's check out the WrestleRock Rumble.
That's going to be a tough category, I think.
And last but certainly not least, wardrobe malfunctions.
All right, let's get everything ready to go here.
Yeah.
Now, if you're a seasoned
Yeah.
vet and you've been with Wrestling Jeopardy from the beginning, I appreciate the ever-living heck out of you. However,
Kinda the beginning.
if you're a newbie and you've never played before, let's check out the not-so-extreme rules so you understand
go for all the
exactly how to
rookies.
play this interactive play-along trivia competition where
And I'm just going
you're
for
the
perfect
contestant.
score, but I'll
Do this!
keep
All right,
track
let's
for
jump
those
in.
that want to
Kick
play
things off
against
with the
me.
200-point round, the easiest round in Wrestling Jeopardy, where you should really go 5 for 5, and if you don't, well then, can you really call yourself a wrestling fan? Anywho,
don't
we're going
know.
to
Debatable.
wrestling talk shows for 200.
I don't think I've never
What was the name
not
of
swept
Paul
it.
Bearer's wrestling talk show?
What is the funeral parlor?
Oh, yes, that would be the funeral.
I think everybody does a Paul Bearer.
That brings us to the
That was
$1 Million Championship
Taco
for
Bell.
2. In January 1996, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, awarded the $1 Million Championship to this new protege of his.
Who is the ringmaster or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
And the correct answer is
Whichever
the
you wanna go with. He was the
Ringmaster, but
ringmaster when he
obviously
got
I'd
it.
also accept Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Back up a little bit, brother.
That wasn't his
Moving on
name
to
yet.
the WrestleRock Rumble.
This one concerns
To promote
me.
their upcoming WrestleRock 86 Supercard, the AWA produced a music video called the WrestleRock Rumble and filmed it in this entertainment capital of the world.
What is Hollywood? I'm totally guessing.
And the correct answer is
I was going to say
Viva
Vegas. Oh
Las
my
Vegas.
god.
We're on
This is
to
the first time I've gotten one
life-altering
wrong.
injuries
I
for
knew
2.
that category was going
At
to get me.
Starrcade 99,
I didn't think it'd be
one
that
stiff
early.
sidekick to the head, delivered by Bill Goldberg, gave this wrestler a concussion so severe he would have to retire from pro wrestling altogether.
Who is Bret Hart? Unfortunately.
Now, the Hitman did continue wrestling a few more matches
He did.
in early 2000 until the
That's
effects
kinda
of that
on him.
concussion just became too much. And he did come back and wrestle a little bit for the WWE about a decade later. The correct answer is Bret Hart. And let's finish
should
up
have never
the
been in the
200-point
ring after
round
the
with
kick, but he kept
wardrobe
going.
malfunctions.
So that's his own
Anticipation
fault
was
there.
building for this Diva's re-debut after the 2016 WWE
Oh,
brand
I
extension
remember
draft.
this.
However, just moments before the bell rang, she lost her top.
They did that for like weeks. Who is Eva Marie?
And who could forget about the lovely, talented, and beautiful Eva
It was
Marie?
like week after week of that. And then
now
she
we
never...
go to the 400-point round.
I don't even
which
remember if she had a
begins
match.
with wrestling talk shows. Name The Miz and John Morrison's wrestling talk show.
Oh my god, what was that called? I
And the
can't
correct
remember
answer,
the dirt sheet.
What is the dirt sheet?
Holy crap, man.
We're on
We're
to the $1 million
struggling out of the
championship for
gate.
4. Pro wrestling superstar Virgil earned the biggest victory of his career when he defeated Ted DiBiase for the $1 million championship at this 1991 WWF pay-per-view.
What is SummerSlam? I really don't
Correct
remember.
answer, feel
Thank
the
God.
heats, because it was SummerSlam. Moving on to the WrestleRock Rumble for 4.
Usually I get
The
through like the first
WrestleRock
couple
Rumble
category
featured different AWA
rounds.
talent rapping verses in a vein similar to the Super Bowl Shuffle, which was performed by this NFL football team.
Or the Chicago Bears, who absolutely whooped my Patriots that year, but that was the year I was born, so...
And the answer, who are the Chicago Bears? Which brings us to
I feel like that was
life-altering
more of a
injuries for
$200
$400.
question
This
than the
former
first one.
WWE champion has not wrestled since breaking his neck in a tag team match
Oh, that's unfortunate.
versus Sheamus and Ridge Holland on SmackDown in March of 2022.
Who is Big E? We probably will never see him again. It's looking
Really
like.
hope we get to see this guy again. Truly a generational talent. The correct answer, who is Big E?
It's been years at
And
this
let's
point,
finish
though.
up the 400-point round with wardrobe malfunctions. AJ Styles retained his WWE title versus this wrestler at Tables, Ladders,
Oh, I
and
remember
Chairs
this.
2016, even with a hole over his backside thanks to a rip from a bent chair during the
think.
match.
I think it was Dean Ambrose. I'm pretty sure.
And that would be Dean
Yeah.
Ambrose or John
AJ
Moxley.
was a heel. Yeah, that's
Don't
right.
it look good?
Nope.
All right, 10
Pause.
questions down, 15 to go. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and also the ringy-dingy notification bell
I'm
icon
doing not
so you always get notified whenever we come out
Not
with
good.
a brand new episode, or whenever I come out with a brand new episode of Wrestling Jeopardy, which is every weekend.
Yep.
Kicking off the 600-point round with wrestling talk shows, name Christian's WWE wrestling talk show.
What is the Peep Show for all his peeps out there?
And that would be, what is the Peep Show? Which brings us to the $1 million
The old Christian
championship for
chest
600.
slap.
Originally
And he looks
introduced in
out to the peeps.
1989, the $1 Million Man crowned himself the $1 Million Champion during an episode of this talk show.
Boo.
And the correct answer here, what is the Brother Love Show?
Damn it! I couldn't remember. They said 89. I was thinking, like, was Tuesday Night
Moving on to the
Titans still
WrestleRock
a
Rumble
thing
for
at that point?
600. A little something
can't
for
believe
the
how bad I'm
ladies
doing on this
featured
one.
this tag team emerging from the pool wearing Speedos while perfectly rapping with razor sharp precision.
Oh my God. Wasn't it Scott Hall and Kurt Hennig?
Perfectly
Yes,
rapping
thank
with
you.
razor sharp precision.
I didn't even pick
Correct
up on
answer,
that.
Who is Big Scott Hall and Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig? I gave that one away. Come on, folks.
Yeah, you kind of did, but I
And we're
was
on to
not
life-altering
noticing
injuries
the clues
for
there
600.
for some reason. I think I've gotten like 4 wrong. I forgot to keep track of
There
how
it
many I
is.
got
This
wrong.
episode's daily double from life-altering injuries. Think about how much you know about really unfortunate
I'm going to risk everything because I've
wrestling
already gotten some
injuries,
wrong, so we've
and
already
then
failed,
place your wager
essentially.
now.
I got 3,600 as long as my math is mathing, so that's what I will wager right here.
All right, time is up. Here is the daily double clue from life-altering injuries. Known for being the last graduate of the legendary Heart Dungeon, Tyson Kidd
Oh, I know
suffered
it.
a
Yep.
career-ending neck injury after taking this maneuver from Samoa Joe in 2015.
What is the Muscle Buster? Because I think that was on, like, main event, or it was only, like, a dark match.
And that would be Joe's finishing maneuver, the Muscle Buster.
It got banned
And
after
let's
that,
finish off the 600-point
at
round
least in the E.
with wardrobe malfunctions on the May 9th, 2005 episode of Monday Night Raw. this wrestler dropped to his knees for his signature entrance.
I remember that too.
But couldn't get up because a piece of his jacket was stuck on the rampway.
Who is Shawn Michaels? One of his like tassel things got caught in the grating.
Answer, who is HBK, the Heartbreak Kid?
So he had to like
Shawn
wiggle his
Michaels.
way out of it and just
Here we
leave
go,
it
kicking
there.
off the 800-point round with wrestling talk shows. What was the name of Dude Loves Wrestling Talk Show?
Oh my god, dude, these are some deep cuts. I have no idea. What is
the correct
Love?
answer, what is
Yeah,
the
the
Love
Love
Shack?
Shack.
Baby.
I knew it was Love something.
Have mercy.
I wanted to say
We're
like
on to
Love
the
Pit,
$1
but I
Million
knew that didn't
Championship
make any
for
sense.
800. The $1 Million Championship belt was designed by Terry Bettridge of Bettridge Jewelers,
it's-
which is located in this Connecticut city.
What is Greenwich, Connecticut? Right?
That could have been one or the other if you're a huge WWE headquarters wrestling
Yeah, it's
fan.
Greenwich.
The correct answer, what is Greenwich, Connecticut? Moving on to the WrestleRock Rumble for 800.
What do you mean one or the other? What does that mean?
This is a new one here. Finish this song lyric. We're the Midnight Rockers, Sean and Marty. We love to blank and we love to party.
We love to rock and we love to party. That's my guess. I literally have no clue.
You had so many different choices to make with this word, but the answer is
Wrestle,
we
son
love
of a-
to wrestle.
I'm gonna throw this
Which brings
marker.
us to life-altering injuries for 800. In 2001, one bad slip during a springboard moonsault attempt ended the career of this Japanese wrestling icon.
I have no clue. Who is the great Sasaki?
And the correct answer,
Hayabusa.
who was
Yeah,
Hayabusa?
no idea. I feel like I've seen that
And
clip.
let's finish up the 800-point
probably
round
seen
with
that
wardrobe malfunctions. Jake the Snake Roberts once left Rick Rude butt naked inside the squared circle after ripping
I
off
know.
the Ravishing One's
I got this
wrestling
one, I
tights
think.
that had this former wife of Jake's face plastered on Rude's junk.
Who is Cheryl Roberts? I'm pretty sure that they are back together now. So good for you, Jake.
And the answer we're looking for, who is Cheryl Roberts?
I'm pretty sure they've reconciled.
And we've made it to the most difficult round in Wrestling Jeopardy.
This one's
The
been a
1,000
struggle
point
so
round.
far,
The steel
boys.
cage begins to lower.
And
That
girls.
ominous music once again begins to play. Get your thinking caps on as we're going right.
I don't feel like I've
into
had mine
Wrestling
on at
Talk
all
shows
this
for
one.
1,000.
I knew the
names.
WrestleRock
Chris
category was going to trip me
Jericho's
up.
recently introduced AEW Wrestling Talk Show.
He says recently, but this is an older episode. I have no
And
clue.
the correct answer,
The
what
learning
is
tree.
the
That was-
learning tree?
That was going to be my guess.
Which
That
brings us
gimmick
to
is
the
so
$1,000
stupid,
clue
by
for the
the
$1
way.
Million Championship. In September 2021, the $1 Million Championship was quietly removed from WWE.com with this recently released superstar
Okay,
being
the
referred to as a
release
former champion,
clarified it
thus
for me.
deactivating the title and recognizing him as the final champion.
Again, it says recently released, but this is older, but it's Cameron Grimes. I'm almost positive.
And that would be who?
Because that was
is
kind of a
Cameron
surprising
Grimes.
release. They called him up and didn't do
Moving
nothing
on
with
to
him.
the WrestleRock Rumble for 1,000, this
Which is not
former
unusual for
AWA and
WWE.
WWF announcer is perhaps best known as the host of the WrestleRock Rumble music video, where he showed off his killer dance moves.
WrestleRock Rumble. Who was Mean Gene? I think he was gone by then.
And that would be
Ken Resnick.
Who
Yeah.
is Ken Resnick?
Get on.
We're on to
Yeah, that's right.
life-altering
That's
injuries
right.
for 1,000.
He did kind of have a
Magnum
cup of
TA
coffee
was
in
on
the
the
F.
verge of greatness until one rainy night in October of 1986 when he lost control of this
What?
make
Who
and
the hell
model
remembers
type
that?
of vehicle and slammed into a telephone pole.
I think it was a Harley Davidson, but
Magnum was set up to be the next NWA champion, probably defeating Ric Flair at the 1986 Starrcade. However, he totaled
Oh, it was
his
a Porsche 911. Yeah,
Turbo
I was
on
way
that rainy
off.
night, and unfortunately never wrestled again.
yeah.
And let's close out The regular
This
round
is the
of
most
Jeopardy
I've gotten
with the
wrong in any
1,000-point
episode so far, I
clue
think.
From wardrobe
I wish I would have been
malfunctions.
keeping track.
This former Tough Enough winner is not only remembered for her horrible tag match against Trish Stratus, but also for exposing herself to millions of live viewers.
I remember the tag match, but I don't remember the malfunction, but I think it's Jackie Gata.
And this is when, how do I say it, Lance Storm was given the gimmick of having a big and Jackie Gata found
I don't
out
remember
the
that either.
hard way, if you know what I'm saying. You know what
All
I'm
right.
talking about.
Yeah,
25
I
questions
get you, I
down.
get you, I
Start
get you.
tallying up your score right now as
This
we
is
find
brutal
out
episode.
exactly what this episode's final Jeopardy category is. Ladies and gentlemen, the category is Paul Heyman Guys.
Okay,
More than a
okay.
mere mouthpiece, Heyman has been able to elevate
I feel more
numerous
confident about this
talents.
than I do
Other
that
managers
entire
have
WrestleRock
clients, but the
category.
2024 WWE Hall of Famer has Paul Heyman Guys. All right, so think about how much you know about all of Paul Heyman's guys and make your wager now.
All right, so I've got 11,400. I'm just gonna risk everything because I've already gotten so many wrong this episode.
All right, time is up. Let's go to
Let me
the
know where
final
you're at
Jeopardy
down
clue.
below in the comments.
This wrestler aligned himself with Paul Heyman as an enforcer during WWE's ECW revival in 2006 until a legit injury in a match versus Rob Van Dam turned him into a good guy.
Holy
Good
cow.
luck.
Oh, who is Hardcore Holly? It was the table bump thing where he got his back ripped open, I'm pretty sure.
This wrestler aligned himself with Paul Heyman as an enforcer during WWE's ECW revival
I think it was
in
Hardcore Holly.
2006 until a legit injury in a match versus Rob Van Dam
He
turned
sliced
him
his
into
back.
a good guy.
The way the table
Initially
broke.
a bad guy
Yeah, that's
associated
definitely
with
Hardcore
ECW
Holly.
authority figure Paul Heyman, Hardcore Holly's
Yes,
biggest
sir.
claim to fame during this run was sustaining a gnarly laceration
Yep, there
on
it
his
is.
back.
It was
after a
gnarly,
table spot
too.
with Rob Van Dam went wrong, which managed to turn him into
Oh
a
my God, they're
babyface
actually showing
due
it.
to the crowd reaction. And that does it for another episode.
Yeah, he had like lips on his back. Oh my God, that was a brutal episode for me. That was the first time I've ever gotten anything wrong, I'm pretty sure, in the $200 round. I knew that WrestleRock category was going to trip me up. I just didn't expect it to be that early. With the final Jeopardy, I ended up with 22,800, but again, my main goal is to get a perfect score, and we were far off from that. So I'll be continuing, I guess, to bang my head against the wall of trying to finish this with a perfect score. So there will be some more Wrestling Jeopardy coming up here in the future, as always. But that's all I got for you on this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you again really soon. Have a good night.